Good show tonight, folks. Good show tonight. Good show tonight. We're going to be discussing the trifectas of government monopoly. The trifectas of government monopoly. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Patronation TV. I'm your host, Tim Davis, a.k.a. Professor X, your new age patriot with the 1776 attitude. Just one man, one opinion, trying to make sense of it all in this bizarro world. It is Sunday, November 21st, 2021. And this is episode 1 of 2. I'll do the second series Wednesday of the trifectas, plural, of government monopoly. They had the trifecta in two different ways. So we're going to break it down to the trifectas of government monopoly. So just want to say thank you for everybody that's tuning in. Hello. And welcome to the show. If you're tuning in for the first time, welcome. Please hit likes, subscribe, the notification bell, ding, ding, ding. You get future notifications so you can be updated on future shows. And everybody else that's been following for the past year, thank you. It could be a good show tonight, I think. I don't know. You tell me. Like I said, tonight we're going to be discussing the trifecta of government monopoly. The first three is going to be public schools, education, taxation, which is theft in my eyes, and corporate media, the propaganda machine. This is episode 1 of that, and we're going to talk about those three. Episode 2, we're going to talk about protection, drugs, pharmaceutical, protection, military, industrial complex, and money, the Federal Reserve. That's for future. It's for episode 2 of this little series. So, like I said, public schools. We talk public schools. Taxation is theft. And corporate media, which I believe is the 4th branch of government. Bunch of crooks, conniving, lying propagandists. So, imagine, if you will, in the twilight zone, liberal zone. Imagine, if you will. Imagine if you were living in a world surrounded by people who don't grasp individual liberty and basic economics, and that those people wanted to collectively make decisions for you and how you should run your life. These people exist. We know them as liberals, progressives. So how did we get to this point is education, like I said. We got to stop calling them public schools. They aren't open to the public. They aren't accountable to the public. They are, in fact, run by the government. They are, in fact, regulated by the government. They are funded by the government through taxation of the people, which is theft. They are compelled by government. So basically, they're government schools. That's what they are. Public education is government schools. And they say they dig at teachers, because I have a lot of friends who were teachers. And they do a wonderful job. They're wonderful people. I've known since I'm a little kid. And they take pride in their crafts and what they're doing to help the young kids. But they're handcuffed. They're handcuffed, just like our cops are. Like everybody's handcuffed. You can't do this. You can't. Liberalism, buffoonery. So teachers, it's not a dig at you. It's just a curriculum, public education. So with that being said, one man, one opinion. I'll use myself as an example, like usual. I got to say this. Yes, I was educated in public or state schools. Absolutely. In my education, I learned nothing about Socrates, or any other martyrs killed for defying the state or defying tyranny. Is it a coincidence? I don't know. Could be. Maybe a free education provided by the state is not so free after all. It transforms us from free human beings to servile fools who can imagine no higher aim than to serve the state and its accomplices. Hey, what's going on there? What's watching trains go by? Yeah, I'm watching Wisconsin. I'm trying to keep away from the Rittenhauser thing. I did a video not too long ago about that. I'll share it in one of these corners. I don't know. So basically, let me get back to what I was going at. Education provided by the state taught me to be loyal to the state and their currencies, markets, corporations. It creates to serve it better. That's what it taught me. Taught everybody else. The free education that I received, in fact, exacts a very high cost. We purchase it by sacrificing our loyalties, our autonomy, and our intellectual integrity. Our very lives are transformed from free, autonomous lives into mere instruments for serving the state and its markets, an extremely lucrative transaction for the state, an extremely foolish transaction for any student conned into accepting it. Social contract, right? One man, one opinion. I don't know. So basically, 1 second. Basically, ask yourselves, what does school really teach children? Simplifying the complex. I'm going to go with 5 things. What does school really teach children? Number 1, truth comes from authority. Intelligence is the ability to remember and repeat. Accurate memory and repetitions are rewarded. Non-compliance is punished. Conform intellectually and socially. Those are the 5 things. And basically, in only 2 generations, government schools have succeeded in getting American children to turn their backs on everything they know to be true and making them believe everything they know couldn't possibly be true. Worse, we parents, adult supervision, leaders, grandparents, meekly allowed it to happen to them. Last 2 generations. A generation taught to hate our country will refuse to defend it. We see it every day on social media. They hate it. They hate the First Amendment, Second Amendment, self-defense. Talking about Rittenhouse, right? Self-defense. They hate everything about this country. But you have to live here. Just to complain. Get anywhere else? You're in prison. You daft people. America will die. America will die if we continue to allow these liberals, these progressive Marxists to use public schools as liberal indoctrination centers. We will die as a nation. Me, when one opinion. Yeah, it's true. Me, one man, one opinion. I like people. I like people who buck the system. Individualists. I'm an individualist. I believe in individualism. So I like people like me. Of course I do. I like individualists. I often warned people in the past, future, even the present, somewhere along the line, somewhere along the way, someone is going to tell you there is no I in team. I'm sure you heard it. If you haven't heard it by now, I've heard it hundreds of times. There's no I in team. And I learned and I realized at a young age what you should tell them, what I always told them. Hey, what's going on, Mexico life? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. So thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. So I was at there's no I in team, right? Oh, you hear that? Oh, there's no I in team. Since I'm a kid, I heard that. So I used to tell them back as a kid. This is why I like people, individualism. That's why I'm an individualist, and I like people who buck the system. You tell them this. That's what you should tell them. Maybe not. Maybe there's no I in team. But there is an I in independence, individuality, and integrity. One man, one opinion. Leave me alone. I leave you alone. We just go about it, So that's my whole point about this education. It's you got to stop calling it public education. It's government indoctrination. So now, moving forward, imagine, if you will, the liberal zone, a world where people are so brainwashed by the media that they actually think they're in control of their own lives. A world where 6 corporations are the only authorized distributors of information, and anything else is labeled Russian propaganda or fake news, conspiracy theories, and uneducated, and so on and so on. And it censors or outright bans anything contrary to government-funded propaganda, which is the liberal media. The liberal media is the enemy of the American people. It really is, folks. It really is. The news is not about news anymore. It's about protecting some people, destroying others, and shoving a socialist agenda down the collective throats of America. Just right down your throats. Everything you see on TV is scripted, from movies, documentaries, anything you see on TV. Anything you see on TV is scripted. Performances with the purpose of shaping your world view to benefit the powerful interest running the shows. Govern is the control Greek. Yes, it is. I did a few videos. I did a video, Operation Mockingbird, before. It's not a conspiracy theory. I'll post that one too. I'll post 4 videos at the end of this video. Check them out. Censorship is the tool used when the lie loses its power. That's when you censor it. Because the lie loses its power. People don't buy it anymore. Brings me to Facebook, YouTube, anything. They just censor the truth. Any conservative viewpoint, shadow ban you for 30 days, whatever it is. I've been there many, many, many times. I'm sure many of my people who have subscribed have also. So what about this? What if people aren't being banned because of fake news? You get the fact checkers, fact checked. Oh, I said the sky was blue. You said it was light blue. So I'm telling you partial truth, right? That's what it's fact checkers do. What is it if people aren't being banned because of fake news? What if the real reason they're being banned is because the government doesn't want you to know what's really going on? I don't know. Just a theory. I don't know. What do I know? Brings you into mental slavery again. It's the worst kind of slavery. Gives the illusion of freedom. Makes you trust and defend your oppressor. While making an enemy of those who are trying to free you or open your eyes. I see it every day. Everything is okay, folks. Oh, everything's okay. Keep on shopping. Keep on watching TV. Keep on working 9 to 5. You know, just keep on voting for the puppets, the puppeteers, while they say thank you for believing in a great illusion. the government, the management. That's what they would say to you. Now, imagine, if you will, a world in which memes become the source of truth for millions because corporate media was owned by 6 companies that each had their own political agenda, all of which erode your rights and your liberties. Imagine that. America is not divided by race, color, gender, or sexual orientation. America is divided into wise people and fools. My jackal. It's my liberal conscience right here. My jester. That remind you? I'm looking at my liberal conscience right there. The jester, because they're clowns and buffoons to me. Every single one of them. So America is divided into wise people and fools. And fools divide themselves by race, color, gender, or sexual orientation. It makes perfect sense, whether you're in a twilight zone or whether you're in a liberal zone. It makes perfect sense. This is my third topic. Then we're going to get off. I'm on about 17 minutes, so I'll just end this in about 3 minutes. Taxation. Taxation is theft. All history is a lie. Correct, Mexico. Correct. Taxation is theft. So let me explain to you real quick to end the show under 20 minutes. Let me explain it to you real quick. Why taxation is theft. I've done many videos. You can check them out. Taxation is theft. Tax is a coerced contribution to state and federal revenues. Coercion is force. Contributions is a payment. So a tax is a forced payment for services you may or may not use. Theft is taking of another person's property without the person's permission or consent, with the intent to deprive the rightful owner of it. Right? Private sector, public sector. Therefore, taxation is theft. There's no other way to say it, argue it, or whatever. So my point is this, guys. I'm going to tune out under 20 minutes. The total Earth, what do we got? 7 billion people. The total Earth is in debt. What, $240 trillion, they say. In total, every country on the face is in debt. $240 trillion. Who are they in debt to? Who are they in debt to? The bankers. So this was episode 1, how we got to where we are. Episode 2, tune in for Wednesday night. The trifectas of government monopoly, where we discuss protectionism, protection, drugs, and money. So I'm Tim Davis, aka Professor X from Indoctrination TV. Just shooting the breeze before I steal this. Come on. So as always, somebody say God bless. God bless you. God bless America. And I will talk to you guys soon. Good night and goodbye. God bless.